up, guys? Insane Drummer. This video is the first in a series of videos that are going to come from my book that I wrote, Advancing Your Groove. This book takes you from beginner to intermediate and even into some advanced. It doesn't go real advanced, but it gets into some advanced concepts. So you can pause my video right now. I have the link in the description for my book. And you can order one and then follow me along in the video lesson that I'm going to be doing today. Alright guys, so hopefully you have the book now and you're going to follow me along. I'm on page 15. I skipped some hand exercises and things and some reading rhythms, and I'm going to get straight down into how to read drum set music and how to play your very first groove. So as you can see, the hi-hat is the X's on the very top space of the staff. The snare is in the middle line where C would be, and the bass would be where F would be if this is treble clef. So you can visualize it just like you do on the drums. Hi-hat on top, snare in the middle, bass drum on bottom. Okay, that's kind of how it works. So symbols in drum notation are X's or little stars. And drums are inside the spaces or on the lines with regular dots. So here's how that first system, these first three measures would sound. Those are going to be our eighth notes. We count eighth notes: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? So we have our hi-hat first. Good job, you just played your first measure. Your second measure is snare. We want to alternate this, so go right, left, left. Okay? And the next measure is bass drum. Good job. Let's put all three of those measures together without stopping. Cool. So the next system is what together? That's right, hi-hat and snare. Let's try that. So I went ahead and played all three of those measures for you guys. So practice that idea. Practice getting the snare and the hi-hat really tight together. And you'll notice I'm playing what's called open-handed, which is where your left hand, I'm playing open-handed, which is where the left hand is on the hi-hat and the right hand is on the snare. But you can play cross-handed also, which is where the right hand is on the hi-hat and the left hand is your snare hand. And that makes it cross over. That's the normal thing you'll see people playing. What you want to do in the very beginning is just play both ways and figure out which way feels most comfortable, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for comfort here. We want you to be comfortable on the drums. Okay? So the third system, and by system I'm referring to the different lines. You could also call this like exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3 if you wanted to. So on the third system, we have what together? Bass and hi-hat. That's right. Good, so what we're looking for is nice together motion and in time, in a very slow tempo. Don't start this stuff fast, guys. Don't start this stuff fast. The fourth system is all three together: hi-hat, snare, and bass drum. Now, the this next measure is very important. You want to know why? Because it is your first groove. Okay? This would be considered your first groove because it has the hi-hat underlining the beat, and it has the bass drum and the snare alternating an idea. And that's what a groove is. It's the bass drum and the snare creating an idea together. So whether it's okay, I was creating a melodic idea between the low sound and the high sound, and that's really what a groove is at its most simple element. So practice this one really slow. It's bass hi-hat together, snare hi-hat together. Let's try it. And this is in a 2 kind of feel. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, it's a very important groove. You'll use it later for playing fast. Okay, the fifth system is the most important groove you'll ever play in your life because it's what pretty much almost all of our grooves is based on. If we're talking about a 4 kind of beat per measure system. It's bass hi-hat, hi-hat, snare hi-hat, hi-hat. That's it. And then it just repeats. So you can see that it's the same pattern, it just repeats itself in one measure. Again. Take this really slowly. And you want to keep playing that until it just feels natural. And first you want to look at the page and play, okay? And then you want to try to memorize it. And you'll see in our third measure here, I actually put what's called a fill at the end of it. Right, left on each one of these drums, okay? Snare, high tom, mid tom, floor tom. Crash, which is not notated, but we usually crash with the bass at the end. So the whole idea here, these 3 measures would be and you go back into it by doing this. Crash, hi-hat, hi-hat, snare. Try that pattern. Crash, hi-hat, hi-hat, snare. Crash, hi-hat, hi-hat, snare. So after you do your fill, crash, hi-hat, hi-hat, snare. Back into the beat. Let's go ahead and finish this page off. The next groove, I really want you to get that groove down, this one, first before you really do anything else. But once you feel confident with that one, then you can move on to the next one, which is just a variation of that one. And it has 2 bass drums instead of just 1 in the beginning. It's the Queen beat, basically. We will rock you, right? Okay? And then that's just 2 measures. Now you'll see these little dots at the beginning and the end of each one of these 2 measures. That's a repeat sign. So after you get to the end of it, keep repeating it on and on and on until you've learned it and you can play it with music. The next one sounds like this. And the last one sounds like this. Cool, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's page 15, okay, of my new book. And you already now know how to read drum set music. It's that simple. There is no pitches. It's all just in the space. It's rhythms. It's just bass drum, snare, and hi-hat for now. And then when you get into fills, you got toms, right? Crash, some hi-hat. Really, you can play anything we just did on the ride also. Okay? You can just substitute what you just played on the hi-hat for the ride. So thanks for watching, guys. I will be doing more videos in this series on my book. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you learned something. And comment me and ask me a page that you want me to explain in the book. Show me a video of you performing one of these ideas in the book and ask me questions. Thanks for watching. Check you later.